Our gift to the boss will make him happy for sure. Thanks to me elf and friends, I can now deliver my Christmas gifts in extreme speed. 見たことないやったことないをそれないでさあフューチャーヒーロー走るんだ追い風を受けて Alola everyone, Treyman1 here. We're back with another Pokemon Sun and Moon anime review. Today we're covering episode 119. So this is a Sophocles episode, the Vikavolt race that got foreshadowed early on. I'm getting to the summary and my thoughts. For the first part of this episode, Sophocles and the others are training so Sophocles can get used to the virtual reality headset and Vikavolt as well so they can train for the race. While they're doing the training, we get to see a nice few funny scenes as well, like when Vikavolt snuck up on Kukui while they were wearing the headset, so it was pretty cool to see that. I think the biggest thing to take away from this first part is how Sophocles is going to strategize. Basically, Sophocles has been studying the course. You know, that's his thing. He likes to study things, examine it, and find a way around it using technology. So Sophocles is studying the course, seeing what he is going to have to worry about, and he thinks he's fully prepared for everything that's about to come. We get to see Sophocles' rival once again, Horacio, and it appears that his Charger Bug has fully evolved into a Vikavolt. The two are getting ready for their final showdown in the Vikavolt race. And yeah, we also get to see Team Rocket, who are here to try to steal out a Vikavolt for the boss. And yeah, I just instantly thought of the whole boss fantasies that we used to get back then when I saw that scene of Santa Giovanni. That was really funny. One thing I'm really glad about is that Hapu is here to watch the race because, of course, it's on Pony Island. But Hapu has kind of been there to help Sophocles to get Vikavolt in the first place. I remember Hapu was like, oh, I want to see this Charger Bug evolving into Vikavolt. So it's kind of cool that Hapu was back. Like, that was some nice character development. It's like, Hapu needs to be here to see this because she did help Sophocles way back then. So that was really cool. And thus, the race begins. And Sophocles' strategies did work. Like, in one scene, he told Vikavolt to slow down because he knew that the wind was going to be blowing strong and knock all the Vikavolts out of the race. So Sophocles' Vikavolt slowed down and let the wind pass, then use String Shot to guide his way through the wind and keep going. So it was kind of cool seeing this kind of stuff. I'm really excited to see how Sophocles will use his cool strategies in the league because they did mention that he will be in the league and probably using these cool strategies that he normally does use. But both him and Horacio were pretty even throughout this entire race. And we got to see some really nice animated shots of these Vikavolts going at it at full force. Even though Sophocles thought he was prepared for everything, Team Rocket ended up showing up and turning off the lights. And this is where the biggest development for Sophocles' character comes in this episode right here. Sophocles ends up stopping because he's scared of the dark and basically letting all the other races pass by. And we've been seeing throughout the entire series that Sophocles was scared of the dark. Like, just, it's been his character thing. But this scene right here is really, really important for his development. Because I remember they said Sophocles wanted to be an astronaut, so I'm thinking, okay, how will this relate to him being an astronaut? But they tied it all in really nice. After realizing how dedicated Vikavolt was to making Sophocles feel better and calm down, using his sparks to basically light up the cave again, Sophocles realizes, I gotta get over this fear if I want to become an astronaut. Because that's very true. It's pretty dark in space. Even though there's a lot of stars out, it's still like gonna be pretty dark out. So Sophocles ends up toughening up, thanking Vikavolt for, showing him to have some courage, and they continue on to the race. Luckily for Sophocles that this happened too, because Team Rocket ended up catching all the other Vikavolts in the net. Horacio's Vikavolt also ends up escaping, and Sophocles' Vikavolt, along with Horacio's Vikavolt, end up taking on Team Rocket. They end up freeing all the other Vikavolts as well, and as Team Rocket is about to get destroyed by all these Vikavolts, Beware and Stuffle comes in, and we get this adorable scene of Stuffle on the toy, like the robot Vikavolt car, and Team Rocket are once again off with a new blast. Now, I was actually expecting something bigger with Beware in this episode. I was expecting Beware to come in a car or something like that, something crazy, because this whole episode just been feeling like a big NASCAR race. We've been hearing the Vikavolts have engines, like, so I'm just expecting Beware's just gonna come in a car and pick Team Rocket up and take off. But this was still really cool as well because it was adorable seeing stuff like this. The race ends up continuing, and I gotta say, this final stretch, that Sophocles and Horatio was on, the animation in this scene was really, really nice. Like, this was the best animation in the entire episode, where we get to see them just going full speed down the racetrack with the speed lines and everything. It was really I was really feeling nervous. We saw that both Vikavotes were giving it their all to the point that they were even until Sophocles barely made it before this other Vikavote. And I'm sitting here like, wow, like I was nervous. I thought it was going to be a tie and that they were both going to get the Z crystals. I'm sitting there like, oh, they're going to tie. But no, Sophocles actually came in first and won the race, and his first Z crystal being the Bug MZ. Now, I gotta say, I actually did like Horatio in this episode. In the previous episodes, he was kind of a jerk to Sophocles. I didn't really like his character or his friends. But he actually had some character growth in this episode where he actually came back to help the others instead of going to win the race by himself. And he actually, shook Sophocles' hand at the end saying, all right, good job, buddy, but next time I won't lose. And I'm guessing that next time will be in the Alola League, because that's the only other time I can see Sophocles and Horatio having another basically standoff. So this was a nice foreshadow to their battle in the Alola League. And I actually do think that he's a pretty good character now. Like I said, in his first few appearances, I thought he was just a jerk, but he actually showed to be really cool. And I do like their rivalry now a lot more. And Sophocles' brave actions in that cave didn't go unnoticed, because the other racers ended up telling Hapu that Sophocles had to battle off Team Rocket and save all the Vikavotes instead of just going to win the race. So, because of that big bravery, and he technically did have a battle, Hapu gives him a Z Ring. And I really do gotta say I love this, because Sophocles and Hapu did have some nice development, with Hapu being there to witness Charjabug evolving the Vikavote, to here witnessing Sophocles' last stand against the Vikavote race with his rival. Like, this was really cool, his development. I'm glad that Hapu is a recurring character with her friends, her new friends that she made in the Pony Island arc. This is really cool that they're developing these characters like this. It's really amazing. Overall, this was some really nice development for Sophocles. Now, this episode may not, a lot of people may not like this episode, because the beginning is kind of slow, and this episode, it wasn't like a really big, exciting episode like the next week's episode. Next week's episode, oh my goodness. A lot of people may say this episode is in the way of next week's episode, but no, Sophocles needed this episode. He needed this development. While this isn't one of my favorite Sophocles development episodes, I still gotta say the one where he was gonna say farewell was really nice, and also the Celesteela one. But this one was a really good episode for Sophocles as well. Now, I say if you really like the characters being developed and you like Sophocles, then yeah, check this episode out. But if you really don't care too much for Sophocles or his character, I wouldn't advise you to check this episode out, because it's a nice development for Sophocles, and that's what he needed. He really needed this episode. Like, I'm glad the Sun and Moon cast is getting some good development before the league comes, so we really get to establish them more. It's really cool that they're doing this. And we got a really great established rivalry with Horatio. So yeah, this episode, it is pretty important for the upcoming Alola League, especially if Horatio is entering. So yeah, I do say if you really like Sophocles and you want to see some more characters development for the cast, definitely check this episode out. And yeah, it was a really nice one in my opinion too. The animation is really nice at the end, and you're going to have a lot of funny moments. In the comment section down below, let me know what you guys thought of this episode. I'm glad that Sophocles has got his Z Ring and Z Crystal, and that they saved the best for last, which is Mallow. Oh boy, I'm going to have a lot to say about that episode when that comes around. Thank y'all for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed. TradeMan1, peace out.